Hello students, now in this video class we are going to discuss about 11th standard computer science chapter 2 Boolean algebra part 2. In the previous video class we discussed about chapter 2 part 1 number systems. Okay, so now in this class we are going to discuss about Boolean algebra. First you say the introduction about this lesson, that is what does mean by Boolean algebra, who developed Boolean algebra. Okay, so Boolean algebra is a mathematical discipline that is used for designing digital circuits in a digital computers. We already studied algebraic problems in 10th standard, no? The same way here also we are going to discuss about Boolean algebra. So Boolean algebra is a mathematical discipline. Why you have to use this Boolean algebra? To design a digital circuits. Okay, this Boolean algebra is going to design a digital circuits. These digital circuits are used to build the digital computers. Okay, so and then this Boolean algebra describe the relationship between inputs and outputs of a digital circuits. What kind of input is passed to the circuit and what kind of output you can get from the circuits. Okay, so the relationships are described by the Boolean algebra. And then the name Boolean algebra has been given in honor of the English mathematician George Boole, who proposed the basic principle of this algebra. Okay, so why the name Boolean algebra is given to this algebraic problems? Because this algebra was developed by the English mathematician George Boole. To honor this person, the name Boolean algebra is given to this algebraic mathematical disciplines. Okay, now you can see the binary valid quantities. We already know what is meant by binary values. Yes, binary means two. So we are having only two values, that is zeros and ones is known as a binary value. Okay, we discussed binary number system in the last class, no, last video class, binary number systems, and that number system we discussed only zeros and ones. Zeros and ones is known as a binary numbers. Okay, now we can say this questions. Every day we have to make logical decisions. Say that first question, should I carry computer science book every day? So you have to say the answer yes or no, whether you want to take your computer science book every day to the school or not. Okay, so either you can say the answer yes or no. And the next question, 8 minus 10 equal to 10, is this answer correct? Yes or no? So is this answer is correct? No. Okay, so 8 minus 10, what we get? Minus 2 only the answer, but here given 10, so the answer is wrong, so you can say no. Okay, so Chennai is capital of India. So you just say whether this question or say yes or no type questions. Okay, either the answer is true or false. You have to say any one of this answer. Okay, the fourth question, what did I say yesterday? So for this question you are not directly say yes or no. Okay, you have to give the description about the statement. What did I say yesterday? So what are the things you have to say in yesterday? You have to give the answer in description manner. Okay, description process. The first three questions, the answer may be true, that means yes, or false, either we can say no. Okay, so true means the value is 1, false means the value is 0. But the fourth one, what is the fourth question? What did I say yesterday? Okay, we cannot be answer as true or false. So the sentences which can be determined to be true or false, so are called logical statements or truth functions. Okay, so the sentences are used to say the answer true or false are called the logical statements, or we can also call it as a truth functions. Okay, that is either you can say true or false, that's why we call it as a truth functions. Okay, binary valid quantities, the result true or false are called truth values. I told you, know, that is true means 1, false means 0. So these values are known as truth values. The truth values are depicted by logical constant 1 and 0. 1 means true and 0 means false. The variable which can store these truth values are called logical variables. We already know what is meant by variables. Variables are the placeholder that is used to store the values. Okay, we can also say it as a memory boxes. Variables are the memory boxes that is used to store the values. Here the variables are used to store the binary values, that is zeros or ones. So we call this variables are the logical variables. The name of the variables are logical variables or binary valid variables or boolean variables. Okay, so the variables are used to process the logical statements is known as the logical variables or binary valid variables or boolean variables. Generally, what is meant by variables? Variables are the memory box that is used to hold the values. The variables are used in this logical problems. We call it as a logical variable, or in this variables we are going to store only the binary values. So we can also call it as a binary valid variables. Or these variables are used to process the Boolean algebra. So we can also say it as a Boolean variables. Okay, so as this can store one of the two values, these variables are going to store only one of the two values, that is either true or false. Okay, so these variables are process only two values, or true or false, that is 1 or 0. So now you know about something about George Bull. So George Bull birth is 1815 to 1864. Okay, was born to a low class family. So George Bull was born into the low class family and only received an elementary school education. So George Bull get only the elementary school education. So despite that, he thought himself highly advanced mathematics and different languages as a teenager without any assistance. George Bull himself tried to learn different advanced mathematical concepts and different languages in their teenage period. He started teaching and he started himself for teaching. Okay, at age 16. At age 16 itself, he started teaching and started its own school at age 19. So George Bull was started their own school at the age of 19. By his mid 20s, he had mastered most of the important mathematical principles in his day. Okay, so George Bull learned all the things himself. Okay, so he learned a lot of mathematical concepts and different languages. And the age of 16, we started teaching to other peoples. Okay, and then age of 19, he started one school and then he teached. And then by his mid 20s, he had mastered most of the important mathematical principles in his day. Okay, logical operations. Now you can see about what are the different logical operations are done in Boolean algebra. Okay, so Boolean algebra makes use of variables and operations. We already studied what is meant by operations. The functions are known as operations. That is, if for example a plus b, here a and b are variables, plus is the operator. We are going to do the addition operation. Okay, so a plus b means how we can specify. We are going to do the addition operation with the variables a and b. Plus is the operators. Operators are used to specify some specific operations. Okay, so the basic logical operations are and, or, and not. Okay, so what are the logical operations are there? And, or, and not. There are three logical operations are performed, that is and, or, and not, which are symbolically represented by dot. The and operator is represented by the symbol dot, or operator is represented by the symbol plus, and then not operator is represented by the symbol over bar or single apostrophe. Okay, so either we can use over bar or single apostrophe for not operator. These symbols are also called as logical operators. Okay, so the symbols are also known as the logical operators. What are the different types of logical operators in Boolean algebra? There are three different types of logical operators: and, or, and not. The symbols used for these operators are and represented by dot, or represented by plus, and not represented by over bar or single apostrophe. Okay, so the symbols are called as logical operators. Now you can see the truth table. What does mean by truth table? So a truth table represent all the possible values of logical variables. We already studied, no, Boolean algebra is also uh, describe the relationship between input and output passed to the logic circuit. Okay, digital circuits. So how it can be described? By using the truth table. Okay, so truth table represent all the possible values of logical variables, whether the logical variables it gets the value true or false. Okay, are statements along with all the possible result of given combination of truth values. Okay, so what does mean by truth table? Truth table represent all the possible values. What are the possible values we can give to the circuit, and what we get the expected output, that is specified by the truth table. Okay, so now you can see the and operators. Okay, now you can see the and operators and the truth table. Okay, so the and operator is defined in Boolean algebra by the use of dot, by the use of dot operator. It is similar to multiplication in ordinary algebra. So and operator is used for multiplication process. How you can do multiplication in mathematics? The same process here also we can do for AND operator in Boolean algebra. The AND operator combines two or more input variables, so that the output is true only if all the inputs are true. So when the AND operator gets true output, when all the inputs are true, the output is also true. Okay, so AND operators can use more than two variables or two or more input variables. Okay, so minimum two input variables are required for AND operator. Maximum you can use more than one variables. Okay, so the truth table for a two input AND operator is shown here. Now you can see the truth table. Here one tabular column is given. No, this tabular column is known as a truth table. A, B, x equal to A into B. Here A and B are inputs. We are passing the inputs for this variable A and B, and we get the output x. That is x equal to A into B. Okay, so now you can give the inputs, possible inputs. How many possible inputs are there? 4. How you can specify? 2 is the base value and number of variables is 2. So 2 power 2 is equal to 4. Okay, so how you can specify number of inputs? Based on the number of variables. The base value for binary numbers are 2. Okay, so 2. How many variables are there? 2 variables A, B. So 2 power 2 is equal to 4 combinations are possible. So 4 combinations of inputs are given. Okay, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. We just see this. This is similar to the binary values 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it starts from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3. 4 possible values are there. Okay, so 0 into 0, that is multiplied. 0 into 0, what we get? We get the answer 0. 0 into 1, we get the answer 0. Okay, 1 into 0, that is also 0. 1 into 1, what is the output? We get 1. In multiplication table, 1 into 1 is equal to 1. Okay, so this is the truth table for AND operator. Okay, so AND operator requires how many variables? Minimum 2 variables. Maximum we can use more input variables. Okay, the two input AND operation is expressed as x equal to A into B. So the output is A into B, multiplication of A into B. And then next we see about OR operator. So what is the symbol is used for OR operator? Plus sign. Okay, So plus sign is used to indicate the OR operator. The OR operator combines two or more input variables. So here also the minimum number of inputs required for OR operator is 2. We can also use more input variables, okay? So that the output is true if at least one input is true. When you get the true output, if at least one input is true. But in AND gate, AND operator, when you get the true, all the inputs are true, then only the output is also true. In OR operator, if at least one input is true, the output is also true, okay? The truth table for a two input OR operator is shown here, okay? Now you can see the truth table. Here also we are taking two inputs A and B, and your output is x equal to A plus B, okay? So see the truth table. Two variables, how many combinations are possible, how we can find a base value is 2 and then number of variables is 2, that is 2 power 2 is equal to 4 combinations is there. So we can start from 0 1 2 3, that is 0 0 1 1 0 1 0 1. So A plus B, here just we take inputs are, both the inputs are false, the output is also false. 0 plus 1, so 0 plus 1 means one of the input is true, the output is also true. 1 means true, okay, 0 means false. Again 1 plus 0, so true plus false, we get the output is also true, okay. So 1 plus 1, 1 plus 1 is also the true, okay. Why it is also true? What is the condition? If at least one input true, so at most any number of inputs are true, we get the output is also true. At least any one is true means the output is also true, okay. So this is the description about OR operators. Next we see about NOT operator. The NOT operator has one input and one output. So NOT operators, how many inputs are taken? Only one input and it gives one output. The input is either true or false. So only one variable. How many combinations are possible? 2 power 1 is equal to 2. So we are having only two possible inputs. That is either 0 or 1. Only two possible inputs are given to the NOT operator. So the input is either true or false and the output is always the opposite. That is the NOT operator invert the input. So if we are giving input 0, we get the output 1. That is inversion, complement. If you are giving input as true, we get the output as false. So the truth table for a NOT operator where A is the input variable and Y is the output is shown here, okay. So input here passing only one input, that is A, and we are getting the output Y, that is Y equal to A complement over bar, okay. So we can also read as A complement. So 0, we are passing the input false means we get the output true, and we are passing input true, that is 1 means we get the output false, 0. So the NOT operator is represented as Y equal to A complement. Okay students, you can able to understand in this video class what we discussed, what is mean by Boolean algebra, who developed Boolean algebra, and we learn some concept about the Boolean algebra, and we know about George Boole, okay, who developed this Boolean algebra, why the name Boolean algebra is given, and what are the logical operators are used. So fundamental logical operators are and or not. In the next class we discuss about the remaining logical operators and the logical gates also. Okay students, thank you.